Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Glendale. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Henry Miller. And he's going to be stopped at that line to begin this ballgame.
Taken down right at the
This
line.
defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is a big gainer for the Saints. And even 30 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On first down, it's Richardson. Into the hands of Yosifov. And he will get into the end zone. Andre Yosifov. Touchdown Saints. That is second TD catch of the season. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Cardinals nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Second and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2. Now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, if we saw here, it's a lot more simple. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Second down, Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
28 yards.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Keeping it himself. And he will take it in himself. Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent launch down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Palmer now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
We'll start the drive with Miller. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Back deep for Olave. That is brought in. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. No problem there on the extra point. The Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down throw for Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
By Leonard Williams.
Leonard
It's
Williams
a 10-yard loss.
getting in there
Brings
to
up
bring him
second
down.
and
His
20
first sack
at
of the season.
10-yard line.
These are the type of negative plays that you just can't allow to happen, especially when you find yourself trailing. They continue to lose chunks of yards on these sacks, and they want to claw themselves out of this hole. They're going to have to protect the quarterback.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. It's going to set up third down.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Saints out on top. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown.
The kicker on.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Murray Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Murray. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Murray to throw on second down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try and run here with Benson. Try to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short.
No gain on the play.
Short, and it's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have a Cards first down. On a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They go play action for Murray. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at the 2-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. This will be a Saints first down. They'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. It's Sean Murphy Bunting on the tackle.
36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
For the Saints.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And the Saints first down.
From the gun, Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And now second down.
It leads to
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On second down, Richardson. Back deep for Olave. And that ball led in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
Brings up third down.
And it's going to bring up a third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30. Yard line.
That's another
Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
A gain of 14.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The kicking team off for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On second down, here's Murray. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked up by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, and you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Cardinals 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Murray on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
17 more yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Murray's going to throw again. This one caught at the floor. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
10 more yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone. That one's in.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Miller. And they'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And the Saints.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Murray now to throw on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They go play action with Murray. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
At the 41-yard
With wide
line.
receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but...
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
A 9-yard loss.
Montez
It's now
Sweat
second
in
and
there for
19
the sack.
at the
He forced his
31-yard
way
line.
through. A loss of 9. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Murray on third down. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
The Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's Murray. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50.
First down.
Still get a first down
and 10
at the 1.
11-yard line.
First and 10, they go from the 11. Yeah, Murray on the bootleg. Moving to his left. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Cardinals.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Score Saints 35, Cardinals 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run here with Miller. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Now Richardson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
A bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing, Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's good for a Saints.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
Another Saints first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
They're going to toss it now to Miller. Ooh. And he finds some space tackling after a gain of 7 on first down. From 29. Here's second down and 2.
The 29-yard line.
We'll go play action. It's Richardson. Forced out wide. Off he goes.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
Olave
line.
is the motion man. On first and 10, here's Richardson. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come back.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion. Here's Miller. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. Miller is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Miller is the ball carrier. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a
at their
touchdown.
own 35-yard line.
On play action, Murray. a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. This is where you have to finish drives.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
Ball carrier brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Working out of the gun, Murray exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completed. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target.
And goal.
Now they'll be looking at third and goal. To throw again is Murray. To the goal line and in. Ray Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. Extra point try now for Zerlock. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals are able to edge a bit closer.
42. Cardinals 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Moving the tight end right. Now it's Miller. Into the secondary, past the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 7 Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The PAT, up and good. The Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Elijah Molden on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 4. Now Murray. Will work this out wide to Benson. He's going to have a first down and forced out. This pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
He'll throw on first down with Murray. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. It's an Arizona first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run. Here's Benson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Back to the right side. Up by McBride. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
6 yards.
A gain of 26. And it sets up First and goal.
First and goal at the
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Miller. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On play action, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Back deep for Olave. And he'll take it on in. First, Olave. Touchdown, Saints. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Saints tack on one more to their lead.
Cardinals 35.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
First and 10. Murray. A short one here. Caught by McBride. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down and 3. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
To go.
Throwing Murray. That is incomplete.
situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's caught outside. It's complete. And he's going to have the Cardinals' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Throwing again is Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Again, it's Murray. Push to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 3rd down, Murray. That is incomplete. Here we go. Here comes what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
On the coverage.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Cardinals lining up for a punt. Taken in at the 8. Oh, how about that hit? He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Miller. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Once again, it's Miller. Room for one past midfield. Oh, yeah. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Murray. Moving left. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
First down.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Now Murray on 1st down. Taken in by the running back, Benson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Cardinals.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. On the run to the right. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Murray going to look to do it himself. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they shoved him backwards.
A 10-yard loss.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.